This energy of she-wolf, unleash the wild within. It feels like this person is ready to shout their devotion to you from the rooftops. This is somebody who you drive absolutely crazy in the best possible way. They can see no good reason to hold back, to continue to contain their personal truth as far as you in this connection is concerned. So it feels like this is somebody that is thinking about exactly the right way to tell you that they have fallen for you, that they are deeply compelled to you, that already at this point in time, harboring secret feelings for you or things that they've only hinted at or suggested, this has caused a powerful transformation to take place within them. This is somebody, it feels like, that normally is very cautious as far as emotions and romance are concerned, but they feel very emboldened in your presence. This is somebody that wants to impress you by stepping beyond what is their comfort zone and hopefully outshining other suitors that may take like a long game strategy approach to you, because this is somebody that wants to move in quick, wants to move in decisively, wants to kind of whisk you away from this energy of uncertainty, to show you through kind of everything that has happened within them, and kind of a change in their approach so far from when you like first met this person to that point of declaration to you where they are making those feelings known. This is somebody that's not just going to be a static character in your life. They're not going to be one of those NPC kind of people. This is the type of individual that they're up for the challenge of becoming whatever this love requires of them. And this is the type of person also, it feels like, that is the sort of individual that would rather sort of do something for you before you have to ask. So this is kind of, getting ahead of that anticipation of like wondering what their intentions are. This is somebody who's anticipating that need. They're wanting to provide you with that clarity before it gets to the point of you feeling uncertain or having to put up any sort of boundaries with them, or have that conversation about like, what are we, where are we headed? This is somebody that wants to sort of put your mind at ease by providing you that clarity right here and right now. We also have warrior, be fearless and stand strong. Yeah, so this is something where they want to face these budding feelings for you with courage. This is somebody that does not want to infuse this connection with any sort of hesitation. They want to take very steady steps towards you. They will do whatever it takes in order to fight their own fears very privately so that it doesn't create any turbulence between the two of you. They can tell that you are a sensitive person, that you read energy, or you're somebody that sits very comfortably, regardless of gender, in that feminine polarity of energy, where you're reading between the lines, you're picking up on subtle cues in the world around you, or even in the exchanges with them so far, like they've noticed that. And so they know that they need to come to you with a directness, with a level of honesty, having kind of mastered any fears or insecurities so that it doesn't send the wrong signal to you accidentally. So it feels like that's something that this person is working on, kind of like steadying their nerves to be able to, make that declaration to you, which opens the door to new experiences between the two of you that you can navigate together hand in hand. We also have seer, see beyond the current situation. Yeah, so again, this is somebody that knows that you are sensitive, you are psychic, you are intuitive, you can read energy. And that's something that it feels like is very enticing for them, but is also very intimidating. So this is somebody that, wants to make sure that they've got clarity within, that they're coming towards you pure of heart, so that, your defenses don't go up, so that you aren't inclined to sort of, go consult your tarot cards or get a reading about them. They may know that you get readings, or, just kind of assume that that's something that people do. That's an option that people have. or getting second opinions even from like friends and conversations. They don't want you to have to like go seek outside sources to sort of get to the bottom of what it is that they mean, what it is that they're feeling, what it is they're intending, what it is that they are wanting. So at least at this next stage of your connection with one another, this is somebody that wants to make sure they are completely an open book for you, energetically, emotionally, and actually, so that in the moment, everything signals that you can trust this person, that they're not just telling you, hey, you can trust me, but that their energy itself is, indicating that to you, that they're looking you in the eye and speaking from the heart space so that you are hearing the words that they are saying. You're taking note of the action step they are taking forward towards you, but your subtle senses, your intuitive sense, your spidey sense is able to pick up on those, a little more hard to read indicators that this person's very aware that you are fluent in, so that you are fully reassured that opening your heart, opening your mind, opening your energy, opening up your life to more of an experience of exclusivity with them, that this is not going to be something that kind of like leads you astray, or that you're stepping into kind of an experience that's just going to be manipulation or involve regret, or dealing with somebody very uncertain. This is something where this person wants to express something to you, and it's kind of the essence of like, once we take this step, there's no going back from there. We also have Hermit, retreat and recharge. Yeah, so this person has been taking some time to soul search. They have been thinking, meditating on this. It feels like this is somebody who has been trying to still their nerves. They get very nervous around you, or very like nervous when it comes to the idea of kind of expressing this heartfelt truth out loud. And so this is somebody that feels like the authentic approach is a very beautiful thing. If they stutter, if they stumble, if they kind of misspeak, hey, that is what it is. But this is something where they are wanting to come towards you very poised, very certain, very confident, so that there's a calmness which is part of the message that they are giving to you, in addition to clarity and direct words, and sort of getting to the point of exactly how it is that they feel, exactly what it is that they envision for your connection moving forward. That again, that energy inside of them speaks volumes. So there's a lot of time at this particular point. It doesn't feel like this has been going on for like a very long time, but recently this is somebody who has been trying to kind of like cultivate a center of peace inside of themselves, or reach for that center of peace that maybe they've worked to cultivate in their life through meditative practices, spiritual practices, just something that kind of like helps them to get through the day, manage stress, whatever they sort of utilize that for inside of themselves. They're going into that place within in order to kind of like garner this strength to be able to approach you openly, honestly, and with words and affirmations that aren't going to, come forth imbued with a very chaotic energy, but something that is going to provide you with a certain indicator that like to take a step forward with them and be a step in the direction of somebody who is at peace with what the future holds for the two of you, and therefore can truly offer that peace outwardly as well. We also have Knight, be brave and honest. Yeah, so this is again that Ace of Swords energy, that conversation, somebody that is preparing to speak to you. This is not somebody who's in a point of like they've typed and deleted text messages or emails or anything like that. A lot of this kind of scripting is taking place internally, very quietly. They're trying their best to kind of not introduce any energy of uncertainty, or kind of keep their strategy to themselves, like not typing and deleting messages, because they see that as kind of a means or a mechanism of building up and adding a lot of kind of like uncertainty energetically to whatever it is that they want to say. So this is somebody that's trying to kind of like get into character within themselves, get into that place of sort of like, this is the truth of what my heart feels. This is what you do to me emotionally speaking. This is what I envision for the future. And bringing that forth in a way that that open door that they create between the two of you in terms of them initiating that conversation, that it's leading with an energy of assurance, that you can trust them, that this is somebody that is leading you in a beautiful direction towards like the safety of building a connection with somebody that isn't just kind of like impulsive, but is leading with that grounded energy. So again, this is something that like in between your interactions with one another at this point in time, this is somebody who is really taking the time to like think about the exact wording of things, get into the right state of mind, to really kind of like take that deep breath, not even just physically, but almost like energetically speaking, to sort of recalibrate or settle their energies into a place where when they speak this truth outward to you, that it's something that sets the two of you free, because it opens the door to heading in a more beautiful direction than you are already experiencing with one another at this time. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. Like or comment to claim these energies. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more content that I put out here. Don't forget to hit the bell button to get notifications every time I post a new video. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link for that below. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.